and welcome to ForAllPrep. So in this session 3 of in algebra series, we have already studied the concepts in quadratic equation, and we have already learned the concept to find the sum of the roots, product of root taken two at a time, uh, sum of the roots taken two at a time, and product of all the roots in a cubic equation. We have also started with doing questions. We did two questions in session number 2. Okay. Now in this session, that is session number 3, we are going to do some more questions. Okay. So the next question is question number 3. We are into the session number 3. Question number 3, it is given that the number of we have to find out the number of roots of equation, and equation is x minus 2 x minus 1 is equals to 1 minus 2 upon x minus 1. So we in the solution we know that x जो है cannot be 1, x cannot be equals to 1, x 1 नहीं हो सकता, because if x were 1 this would lead to 2 by 0, which is an undeterminate form. Okay, infinity, you can say this number will approach to infinity. That is why x cannot be equals to 1. So जब x 1 नहीं है, so we can simplify this as x times x minus 1 minus 2 divided by x minus 1, and here we have x minus 2 x minus 1. Okay, here we have x minus 1 minus 2 divided by x minus 1. अब जब we know that कि x cannot be equals to 1, so we can cancel x minus 1 from both sides. So here we have x square minus x minus 2 is equals to x minus 1 minus 2. Okay, so we can cancel x minus 2 from both sides. Sorry, what we can do is we have x minus 3 over here, so we can what we can do is we can write this as this. Okay, and now this basically means that we have x minus 1 whole square equals to 0. So this implies that x will be equals to 1, but since x cannot be equals to 1, so therefore this equation has no solution. Now moving on to the other question, that is next question, that is question number 4. It is given that if one of the root of quadratic equation, okay, it is given that if one of the roots of the quadratic equation is twice of other one, then which of the following is true? Like b square equals to 4ac, or 2b square equals to 9ac, or third is so third one is c square is equals to 4a plus 9b square, 4a plus 9b square, and other one is c square equals to 9a minus b square. So it is given that one of the root of the equation is twice the other, so we can assume that the roots are alpha and 2 alpha, so that the sum of the roots is alpha 2 alpha is equals to 3 alpha, which must be equals to minus b by a, and also the product of the roots, which is so we have sum of the roots as alpha plus 2 alpha, which is 3 alpha is equals to minus b by a, and the product of roots, which is alpha into 2 alpha, is equals to c by a. Then we can write, since 3 alpha is equals to minus b by a and 2 alpha square equals to c by a, so what we will do is we will try to find out the value of alpha from here. and put it in here. So it's 2 times alpha square. Alpha is b minus 3 upon 3a whole square is equals to ca. This c by a. This implies that we have uh, 2b square divided by 9a square, which is equals to c by a. So this basically translates 2b square is equals to 9ac. Okay. So our which option is correct? C square equals to, so this option will be correct. Okay, this option will be correct. So now take a look at the next question, that is question number 5. Here we are given that uh, given that if product of roots of equation, which is mx square plus 6x plus 2m minus 1 is equals to 0 is minus 1, then m, value of m will be, okay, so value of m will be, so we have to find the value of m. So you know that the product of roots is minus 1, which will be equal to c by a, and c here is 2 minus 2m minus 1 divided by a is m. This implies that 2m minus 1 times minus m is equals to this. Okay, we will multiply this equals to minus m. 2m minus 1 is equals to minus m, so it will be 3m is equals to 1 and m would be equal to 1 by 3. So our answer would be m is equals to 1 by 3. So it's a very simple question. And now question number 6 is we have to find the value of, so this question is a mix of both concepts from logarithm as well as quadratic equation. So you have to find the value of 6 plus log base 3 over 2, and in here we have number, okay, 1 minus 3 root 2, and the pattern repeats itself, and so on. So basically, if we look at the solution, we have to find the value of log of this, and in here we have this thing. So if we suppose that the value of this term, value of the whole term is y, under root term, whole under root term, so this is y, we have to find the value of this. Now we are claiming that y is equals to 4 minus 1 minus this, but if you see that if we are claiming y to be equal to this, and this itself is y only, so we can write here y. Okay, so here from here on out we can also say that this is also y. So all in all, we basically say that y is equals to 4 under root 4 minus 1 by 3 root 2 times y only. So if we square both sides, we get y is square is equals to 4 minus 1 by 3 root 2 times y. Okay, now if we multiply the whole equation by 3 root 2, we get multiply by 3 root 2. So we get y square into 3 root 2 is equals to 4 times 3 root 2 is 12 root 2, and this is minus y. So here we have 3 this minus plus y minus 12 root 2, and this is equals to 0. Okay, this is equals to 12 minus 12 root 2 is equals to 0. Now we have to find the value of y from here, so we can use the quadratic formula, so which says the value of the roots is equals to this term b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Okay, so minus b is minus 1 plus minus under root b square is 1 minus 4 times a into c. 4 times A into C is this term. C is this. Minus, in minus we have 12 root 2. Divided by 2 times A, which is 3 root 2. So all in all we have, say here we have 4 times 3 root 2, which is 12 root 2. 12 times 12 root 2 times 2. So 12 times 12 is 144, and root 2 times root 2 is root 2 times root 2 is 2. So we have basically 288. 144 times 2, and 288 plus 1 would be 289, and the under root of 289 would be 17, or divide by, we have 12, 2 times 3, which is 6 root 2. So we have basically minus 18 comma 16 divided by 6 root 2. We have, these are the two roots. Okay, these are the two roots. So one of them is in minus, so we can discard the value which is in minus, because we cannot have value, minus value in the inside the log. So value of the y would be 16 divided by 6 root 2. 16 divided by 6 root 2. 16 divided by 6 root 2. So which is equals to 16, we can cancel by 2, 16 and 6. So here also, so let's put this value in the our previous equation. So we have to find the value of 6 plus log 3 base 2. Under the log we have, number as, under the log we have the number as 1 by 3 root 2. 1 by 3 root 2. 1 by 3 root 2. So we have to multiply this with number into 8. Multiply this is with the number into. So here we have number 3 root 2. We have to multiply by 8 upon 3 root 2. Okay. 3 root 2 times y. So we will get the number as 6 plus log of, inside the log we have the value as 8 divided by 9 times 2, which is 4 by 9. So we have 6 plus log 3 by 2 divided by 2 by 3 whole square. Then we can say that this number is basically 3 by 2 minus, we have just inverted the power. So all in all we say that we have value 6 minus 2. Okay, because log 3 by 2, base 3 by 2, number 3 by 2 would be 1, so which will be equal to 4. So our answer will be 4 in this case. So this basically has the concept both from the log and the quadratic equation. Okay, so we have looked up till now around 4 questions. So now we will take a look at another question, and then we will wind up this video. So question number 7 is, if we are given that we have an equation is equals to 0, which gives 2 as one of its root. Also we are given that other equation, we have other equation which is bx plus q, and which gives equal roots, gives equal roots. So we have to find value of find b. So we have to find the value of b. So what we can say is in solution that since 2 is the root, so putting 2 in here will, left hand side will become equals to 0. So we have 4 plus 2 times b plus 12 equals to 0. So this implies that 2b plus 16 equals to 0. This implies that b is equals to minus 8. Okay. Now we will substitute the value of b in this equation. So equation would become equals to this. And now it is given that it has equal roots. So let the roots be. So let there are two roots of the equation which are equals to alpha and alpha. So we have 2 alpha, basically 2 alpha. Sum of the roots would be equals to 4. So alpha would be 2. Okay. So since the roots are since we have equal roots and one of the roots we have found out to be 2, the other root will be 2 only. So q will be q by 1 d c by a would be equals to alpha into alpha, which is equals to 4. So value of the q will be 4. So this basically comes. So we are going to practice. We have already practiced like 4 or 5 questions in this video. Now we will try to look at the questions which have come in the past year, or we will try to look at some other concepts which are distinct from quadratic equations but have been asked over the past in the CAT examination. Okay, so this basically concludes our video. So thank you for watching. Like and subscribe our channel, share it with your friends.